Is that possible?
Yay.
Sweeney looks like he just, I don't know, like he's in the middle of a fucking gas leak. Actually, I don't know whether I should call like an ambulance or something. He's just heavily breathing into the microphone, looking like a fucking, just an absolute piece of shit. What's going on? What's going on with you, buddy?
I think you just saw Satan.
Yeah, are you capable of speaking? You good there?
Yeah, I'm just playing like right over my house.
Shine a little laser pointer at it.
Was it like a?
Does that
hover jet?
actually do anything? Does that actually do anything?
I don't think so.
I feel like that's
not
an
the
urban
planes.
legend.
I think
Urban
It
myth.
does. It feels like an urban legend, but like I remember hearing like stories about people getting arrested for it. But I'm like, why?
I hear people getting shining lasers at the cops and getting arrested. I remember that actually happening.
Hold on.
To a few of my friends. They got arrested. It was really sad.
Lasers at planes. I gotta know. I gotta know if this is real. I gotta know if this is even like a remotely true.
It's probably true, but you know, still probably dumb.
Could
to
you
do.
imagine you shine a laser out of a plane and you make it crash? It's like,
Well, that's
You
what
gotta
I mean.
have
It's like
You gotta have
just
an
feels-
incredibly powerful laser. I mean, incredibly powerful, and also probably like attached to a telescope so you can really fucking see where. Like, how are you gonna make a? It doesn't even make any sense.
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't buy it. I think it's fake. I think it's.
it sounds fake. So
You didn't. Google didn't tell you.
So I googled it, and it's. So Google's showing me a lot of words, but they're not organized in a way that I find interesting enough to absorb. So I just ignored it entirely, and I will continue to
Gotcha.
believe that it's fake because it doesn't help me.
Lasers
It doesn't help me to believe that it's real.
Gay.
Lasers is gay. Welcome back to the Snark Tank podcast. Today we're talking about I don't know, fucking. I don't know, man. We just recorded a really hype episode of Extra Ammo, and now Sweeney's like half asleep. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. I think it's like his dog died in the middle of the break. You good?
I'm trying to see if there's something. I'm trying to see if this is real or not. Now I'm enraptured.
The laser thing?
Yeah.
It's not real, man.
High-powered
There's no way it's real.
lasers can incapacitate pilots flying aircrafts that may be carrying hundreds of passengers. Yeah, I see what you're saying, how it's like, why isn't there just a clear, concise answer on the front page of Google?
Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the scientific like ins and outs of how or why. I just show me a yes.
Yeah, it says
High-powered
it's a felony.
laser can do it.
On the FBI's own website. It says
High-powered lasers
you
can do
can
it.
get up to 20 years in prison.
You get into 20 years in prison for shining a little red light at a plane for what reason?
It's not that thing. Like a high-powered laser.
Like one that could
like
like
a
a
high-powered
laser
green
gun?
laser.
Yeah, like because you have to imagine, like I was saying, you have to have some sort of really high power laser, and you would probably also maybe want to have a fucking telescope to really like triangulate where you're pointing it at them. You know what I'm saying?
Not the little red ones, but
No,
like the
that's
ones
not
you
gonna-
buy from China, the ones you can actually straight up buy from China. Because my friend literally bought one from China.
You see
One of
the
the
laser gun?
high-powered green ones. You can buy that and shine it to. Because I remember one time, you don't know where I lived, but Chris, you knew where I lived.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know the mountain in front of where I grew up?
Yeah.
He
I know
shined
the
it from
mountain
his
in front of
bedroom
where
onto the
you
mountain.
grew up. He shot a plane into the mountain?
No, he shined a laser from his bedroom to the mountain, and I saw it. And I was
crazy.
like,
I mean-
whoa.
I mean, some just normal pointer lasers are pretty fucking strong, but like to me, it's just like more of like, what does that do? Like, what does that do that's so bad? Like, a
Assuming
laser.
it can disorient the flyer, but the thing is that people don't even fly planes anymore.
That's the
Computers
thing.
fly them now.
Yeah.
It's-
so I'm thinking this is like an old rule that's just when pilots were probably a little bit more in control back in the day.
Yeah.
Versus because it's essentially supposed to be. It is kind of funny because, like you said, it is computers doing the work essentially. So pointing a laser at them now wouldn't really do shit. But back in the day, I imagine when. I mean, they even have there's a video. In 2009, there were 1,489 laser events logged in the FAA. That is, pilots reporting that their cockpits were illuminated by the devices. The following year, that figure nearly doubled by 2,800 on average, more than 7 incidents every day of the year. So people do this shit.
I wonder how many people get actually like genuinely arrested for it. Can you imagine Can you imagine ending up in prison next to like a pedophile rapist who eats kittens, and your crime is that you shined a light at a fucking plane? That is so disorienting.
Imagine people that smoke marijuana and then they were fucking murderers.
And you figured out that somebody, your bunkmate, their parent, their dad, crashed in a plane and died because someone pointed a laser, and so he shivs you. He fucking just starts shivving you because you're a piece of shit.
Just violently shivved in a fucking.
He makes a sandwich
cell
with you and the 2 mattresses, and in the middle he starts stabbing the shit out of you.
It's like that scene from fucking Breaking Bad when he organizes the prison murders or whatever. He's just getting like fucking completely shanked.
It's like, why is
my American Me?
American Me?
Yeah, when I was gonna say Idris Elba. Sorry, my mind's still on the extra ammo. The Edward James Olmos at the end. You got to look up that scene at the end of American.
Somebody gets stabbed a lot. Somebody gets stabbed a comedic amount.
He gets. It's like E Honda doing his fucking hand slaps. It's basically that. it's essentially that.
But it stabs.
It's so many. It's so.
You're like, oh well, this is
it's
actually
so
magical.
Unnecessary. And then they dispose of him. Do
you think you
toss
could
him over the fucking rails from the second floor? It's a great way to die.
Do you think you could stab somebody with a dull object if you really just tried hard enough?
Yeah, absolutely.
How dull are we talking?
Like a tennis ball.
That's not stabbing.
That would
That's piercing.
I guess it'd be an impalement. But that
impalement means to go through. Impalement means to go through and through.
Well, that's the old. You can't stab. It has to. You can't pierce somebody with a ball. It would have to be going so fast to penetrate, and it would have to.
No, I feel like you're assuming you could hold somebody down and force a ball into them. It would be insane. You gotta hold.
That is so fucking stupid. But you think Dr. Mengele was doing fucking experiments like that?
Yo.
He's getting tennis balls. Das Ball?
That's so funny too because tennis balls are so. What makes that funny is that tennis balls are so fucking weak. They're so frail. A tennis ball, in comparison to most ball, it's not a baseball, bro.
In comparison to like a baseball, yes. Yes, or a bocce ball, yes, it's weak.
Talked.
I mean, I guess it's not as weak as like a basketball, I guess, but I feel like
I bet Shaq can pierce somebody with a basketball.
It's just a fucking. That's just a cannon at that point. It's just like you're getting hit with a cannon. Imagine if Michael Jordan
Shaq
fucking
chest passing you, bro. Imagine Shaq just giving you a crazy chest pass, and you're just not ready for it, and you don't catch it, and it just knocks your head loose. You just fall down.
That was a real threat at some point. I'm sure that guy. But
Shaq was a finisher, so really you didn't have to worry about him passing the ball back to you too often. But if you weren't paying attention when he did, man, good night.
Yeah, just killed him.